Sweet. So we're back. We're all doing our favorite shoes of the year. I'm gonna start off with mine, naturally. S-Lab Genesis, favorite shoe of the year for me. First year ever wearing an S-Lab Genesis, or Genesis in general, and it was great. I've always kind of struggled to find a trail shoe that I really felt super comfortable and stable in on the trail, just as like a road guy. But put these on, and they're just really stable, super light, cushioned enough, not too much to where it takes away from the stability, but the stability of the midsole paired with the upper, the way it is just like the most sound, stable shoe for me at least. This guy chose to come this way. Could have gone many other spots in the parking lot, but it's cool. Hey, morning! But yeah, it's a lot of the reasons why I love this shoe, and honestly, if I wouldn't have started wearing these, I wouldn't be able to do what I get to do now. So I love it. Thank you.
My 2025 shoe of the year is the La Sportiva Prodigio Pro Version 1. They have Version 2 out now that I'm excited to try, but I got 2 races out of these shoes. I did a 100K and a 40 miler, and they still look great. Still using them for some training miles, and I would not be afraid to race in them again. They're good at faster miles, but also they have enough support for longer distances as well. So pretty stoked on this shoe. I'm excited to try the second one.
All right, for my favorite shoe of the year, I actually have picked the Mountain Coast H1, which I actually haven't had that long, maybe about a month and a half, but I wish I'd had it a lot longer, especially for Cocodona. My favorite shoe of all time is the Hoka Stinson 6, and I feel like this is sort of the same concept, sort of an all-terrain shoe, but this is a lot lighter. And of course it has the adjustable kind of toe area, which I love because I usually like to tighten the tops of my shoes really tight and leave some room for my toes, which is one big reason I wish I would have had this for Cocodona, because I had some chafing on the sides of my toes, and I feel like this wouldn't have been an issue with this. But it's definitely suitable for road and trail. It feels more like a road shoe, which I love. It doesn't feel clunky at all. It's super light, and it's not super expensive either, which seems to be the way trail shoes are going these days. So like $160 for this shoe, I think it's a great deal. And like I said, we haven't ran them too much, maybe 150 miles on them or something like that, but feel phenomenal, super comfortable, super light. They'll definitely be getting a lot of race use in 2026, no doubt. So,
all right, this is my favorite shoe of the year. This is the On Cloud Ultra Pro. So I've run, let's see, at least 2 races in them. I won the Hurricane 100K this year in them, and then I wore them for Javelina. Felt amazing. If you're looking for a carbon plated shoe, this is the one, because it has enough like comfort, stability to be able to handle like the 100-mile distance, but you can still feel the spring. Soft trail, a little more technical trail. I wouldn't wear it for like something extremely technical, just because it's so springy. Sometimes it kind of gets a little wonky on the legs. But for something up to mid technicality to smooth, this is your shoe.
All right, just like Logan, my shoe of the year is La Sportiva Prodigio Pro. My first run in this shoe was 30 miles out at Hanging Rock with the boys. And, that terrain out there, you've got everything from flowy single track to dirt fire road to, more technical terrain. And this shoe just handled it all super well. I've loved this shoe all year. It has the Matrix upper and this booty-like fit. You barely even have to tie this shoe. The foam in this thing is a super foam for sure, but no plate. So you're really getting the best of both worlds for trail. And the lockdown for me is wonderful. I've got a long, skinny foot, and this thing just checks all the marks. So I wish I would have had it for Cabin Fever 50K to start the year, but it didn't come out until after that. But version 2 is coming out, so hopefully get our hands on that here soon as well. But this was my shoe of 2025.
So yeah, my favorite piece of gear, something I use every day, it's gonna have to go with the Garmin Fenix 8. I've truly loved this watch. It's like changed the game. Just battery life, the screen size, and then just it being AMOLED is awesome. I have mine kind of dimmed, but just to be able to wear it all the time, to get all your health stats, to get your body battery, your HRV, and just whenever you're racing for a long ways, like I wish I would have had this at Cocodona because I charged my 965 3 times, I think. This thing would have gone the whole way, but it's just rugged and the screen is big and you kind of get used to using it, but also having the flashlight too is like something that seems stupid, but is kind of sick. Garmin.
My favorite piece of gear for this year is the John G. Revy pack. It's got 18 liters of flexible storage, and my main use for this pack is commuting to work and to the gym. I live 3 miles from my office and 2 miles from the gym I work out at, and so for several years I've been looking for a good commuter pack, and this one's really, it fits the bill. It's also got room for a soft flask if you want to take it on like a, you know, multi-day type of fast packing adventure. But it's really comfortable. It's got a ton of great storage, laptop sleeve, and just really a place for everything. You can lock down your keys and valuables, and it's just perfect for my setup where I live and getting some easy miles on the way to work.
All right, so my favorite piece of gear for the year was the John G. Rain Runner rain jacket. I've used this everywhere, from Barbersville Park, Arizona, Alaska. Where else have we been? We've been other places. We've been a lot of places, and we've used this everywhere. It's pretty water resistant, and it keeps in a lot of heat when you're cold, but it also has enough ventilation to where it does breathe a good bit, so it doesn't get you too hot. Pretty phenomenal. Great hood. Got that little thing on the front there, kind of keeps it down when you zip it all the way up. Keeps it nice and warm. I've pretty much worn it every day since the start of October. Kind of a cold creature, so it's definitely good to have something like this. Great for wind resistance. It's going to be used again many more times.
My 2025 gear pick of the year is the Raid Light running belt. This is the 2-liter belt. This thing's honestly just good for anything from 100 miles and below, depending on the aid station separation. But one of the great things is you can carry up to 2 21-ounce soft flasks in this thing. It also has internal gel storage, or whatever you want to put in there, as well as a zippered back pouch in the back. So this thing fits super snug. It has, unlike most belts, the ability to be adjusted to cinch down based on the amount of gear you're carrying. It is a little bit pricey, but unlike some of the other belts on the market, this thing doesn't stretch out, and I feel confident that this will be good for really years to come. You can also even attach poles onto the back here with these elastic straps or rain jacket or whatever you might want to put on there. But yeah, this is my piece for 2025.
Okay, so my favorite gear of the year is the Sun God sunglasses. These were like a customizable one. To be honest, I forgot the name of the type, but I wore these for Javelina. I mean, I don't know how I would have done it without it, because not only did it protect me from like the sun rays, and I mean, you know, Javelina, it's a very bright race because it's in the desert, but also it protected me from my gel mishap whenever it exploded in my face. So you can see a little remnants from that I can't get off. But dude, I love these sunglasses. Like, I used to never wear sunglasses, and now I'm a changed man because of them. So definitely buy the Sun Gods.